Celeste, aka Joanna. Welcome. We're in another beautiful summer day. We're so excited. I do have some notes from Commander Ashtar. I was just doing some beautiful meditation with them, so I'm so grateful. Thank you, Commander Ashtar. So we're going to talk a little bit today about confidence versus authenticity and being genuine, and what that means as we're all transitioning, learning how to become more of our authentic selves, learning to become more of the soulful version of who we are, and really honoring. And it's going to be a bit of a transition because so many of us have been used to just slotting ourselves into whatever the social norms are in our groups and in our little pods, if you will. We have our work pod, we have our family pod, and sometimes we adjust our energy and how we behave in certain groups. But we're wanting to be more and more authentic, because it allows those that are just moving into an awakening state to see that it is okay to be who we are. It is okay to come forward and talk about the excitements that truly excite us, and allow everybody else to level up. And that's truly the goal of Ascension, is to know that not everybody's going to come with you. Not everyone's going to be on the ride with you, but you have your full authority to just keep going and keep manifesting in a higher celestial way. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. And so today we're going to try and keep it all of the energy that we're moving here. Is our intention is today is to keep it celestial, and just keep our energies moving in a higher vibrational experience in our celestial energies, because we're going to be more and more awakening to our gifts, our clairs. We're going to talk about our clairs and get used to working with our clairs into that 5-dimensional celestial activations that are going on in our DNAs, that's going on in our fields. Our teams are constantly working with us, and the Commander Ashtar is with me today to give us a bit of a channel. And so we're going to talk about building our confidence, and what does that really, there's some feelings when you say that word confidence. It has different interpretations, whether it's a personality aspect of yourself. It's the practiced and the learned part of that thing that you're doing that brings you confidence. So we're going to look at different areas of what confidence is, and we're going to look at it from the psyche perspective. And we're going to thread it back into being authentic and genuine, because those authentic and genuine threads of who you are, and it's always returning back to who are you, what you exist within, and what's going on within you, to always bring those energies forward and be that authentic version of you. And as you do so, you're becoming more and more confident in being that true authentic self, through which it doesn't matter who's in front of you, you get to be that pure, refined version of you, knowing what you know and knowing how you know it. And that in and of itself, I was talking to a beautiful client yesterday, and we were shifting the perspective of confidence, and having that confidence to be fully who she is, and not saying that she's going to know the exact answer for what everybody needs in front of her, but it's just a matter of her speaking her truth, her speaking who she is. And in that speaking who she is, it's up to everybody else to just take away the information and do what they want with it. But she has her right to say, no, this is what I know to be true. And then just keep moving on that, because it builds confidence in the throat chakra. She has every right to say, this is what I've learned, this is what I've recognized, this is what I've reflected on, and these are the things that I know to be true. And that's valid for where she's at. So we're just looking at the Interpol. You can take the IP addresses and their comments. There's been 15 people that's just signed on all at once. And so the investigations are underway, so we're so happy about that. So for those that so desire, you will be getting your protection in the space today, as we're working with our clairs and we're working with our higher vibrational energies and informations to tap into who we are, what we exist within, and what's going on within us, as we're moving into how to work with our clairs, how to work with our gifts, and knowing that all of these people will be moved and shuffled off. Thank you, Cluedo. And so we're going to move through this, and they'll be moving off as soon as they know Interpol is taking down their IP addresses. There will be criminal charges, and we're going to keep moving forward. The vampires have come out to play. So authentic and genuine, meaning that, again, no matter who's in front of you, no matter what the throwing of the hate is, and no matter what the challenging beliefs are, because everything is breaking up right now, it's really important that we all remember, those of us that will be in leadership positions, those of us that will be moving forward in kind of paving that way, in the momentum of the way. Somebody has to be out front paving and keeping the momentum, foreseeing in those 5D experiences and not falling back into the 3D matrix. It's so easy to do because we've never done this before. We've never been here before. So this is why Source Creator has chosen the Divine Father and the Mother, along with the celestial councils, have all chosen those to be at the front of the way, so that we can maintain our connection with Source Creator, we can maintain our connection with the Divine Father's plan, and start paving the way into these new arenas. And it's not necessarily going back to 3D and making 3D over again. No, we're branching off, and we're going to start co-creating 5D experiences and 5D systems. And so that means that those of us that are leaders, teachers, and healers, the ones that you have been healers for quite some time, you've been on the path for quite some time, it's up to us right now to start creating new systems. And we will be supported tenfold. The heavens will meet us equal measure, because we're not meant to keep ourselves held back based on the low vibrational conformities of 3D. We're meant to start creating, and those that want to come and join the party will join the party. And those that will just be moved off every ascension day, if their vibrations are not keeping up with the bare minimum, then they will be moved off. So it's up to everybody that's coming on to work and move forward. And so authenticity and genuine. So again, if you're going back to that pure version of who you are, the version of your soul self, the version of your highest spirited self, all of those experiences are going to allow you to be the highest version of you, thought, word, and deed. And in your thought, word, and deed, you're going to be returning to the most authentic, genuine version of yourself. And that is what builds your true confidence. So actually, authenticity and being genuine within your soul's record, within your soul's blueprint, not copying another person, not mimicking somebody else, and not cloaking to somebody else's energy, but actually learning. And you do have to do the inner work. Who are you? What are your excitements? What are your passions? Doing the daily ascension path work. That's how you know who you are. It's not a matter of copying other people or talking about the jobs that you've done, but who are you at a soul level? Who are you at a spirited level? And so all of those experiences are going to return you back to the divine soul self with the heavens, sacred Trinity. And so that's what we are moving forward. We want to keep that momentum to 5D practices, 5D new systems, 5D, everything we're building, everything we're moving forward in the momentum of our spirited growth and our spirited expansion, the 3 E's and the 3 A's, all keeping us in a momentum of new arenas. And then God, Source Creator, and the heavens and all of your teams will be bringing those to you that also want to create new systems. So again, we're not going to be dumping ourselves into old systems and just revamping them. We want to make sure that we're on this, our intention is set for 5D New Earth Star, and then have those people being threaded to us. And yes, we will be bringing forward some of the, the older, 3D experiences, because there are some, obviously, the laws that we have to bring with us. And we're going to be adding many more laws that will align with the universal laws, because there's been so much that has been missed out on. The misunderstanding, the misguidance of energy, the misguidance and misunderstanding of the abuses of energy that have been going on since the beginning of time, the dark occult practices that have been so many aspects of misuse and misabuse. And unfortunately, many of the innocent people have been harmed. A lot of innocent children have been sacrificed, and a lot of innocent children have been affected by the use of black magic. So it's really important that we have a higher understanding, a higher knowledge base of energy. And so if you're not liking my speech and you don't like the channel, then you can move. Again. Interpol, please track all of these IP addresses. Everybody that is making a comment, because usually my students and the people that have been with me for a while, they're usually making notes and they're usually in meditation. And so my clients are usually not the ones that are making the statements. They are usually the ones coming on that are paid to come on and hate. So if you can take those IP addresses, that would be really great. And so authenticity and being genuine. So again, the daily ascension path work is how you return back to the authentic version of yourself, because when you're moving out into these new arenas and you're making something brand new, you will have of course, the peanut gallery that comes on to say that you don't know anything. Well, they're the ones that are sitting in hate and self-loathing, and they're being paid to direct hate. And how intelligent is that? So again, it's a matter of your consciousness leading the way, and then just let all of the peanut gallery haters, let them be what they're being. They'll always have to recognize that they have to look at themselves, and they have to be accountable for their actions, their words, and their deeds. And then again, everything that you do and say is going to be aligning on your direct reality. So whether it's going to be Epstein Earth for those people that want to continue hating and attacking people, and then new earth star for those that are moving into eternal life. And so, and just again, you're not going to move into eternal life by being ignorant and hateful, and being intentional on taking someone off their path, or being intentional on disturbing someone, being intentional on hurting and harming people. You just won't. You won't be on the path of eternal life if you choose hate. You cannot play both sides. You know, you can't throw hate, which is what's happening right now. There's many people that are getting karma, and there will be charges pressed, hoping this week, and there will be arrests made this week. You can't expect to have years and years and years of theft and fraud and defamation, falsification of and fabrication of paperwork, and completely and utterly false POAs that have had no due process, that have not included the person themselves. It's been all false and fabricated. The signature has not been checked. Due processes have not been checked. People within the systems, the banking and the judicial and the policing systems, have been involved in turning the blind eye and allowing things to get completely out of control, where there's more and more people that are harmed, and there's more and more unjust experiences for those of us that should have had justice a long time ago. All of these things are going to turn into a greater learning experience, and Source, Creator, Mother, Father, God want us to go to the collective with these stories of how we have moved through survival, of being, constantly and relentlessly attacked and targeted. It's unnecessary. These are a network of global organized experiences. These people are paid. It is organized, and it has to be dealt with. It's not okay that the corrupt and the vile and the ignorant church and state, however they're being paid from the top, again, I said, some of these secret societies are paid from the top, church and state, and they're paid and they're filtered down into the secret society and the communities and the Masons. Not all of them, but some of them are. The ones that were attacking me had affiliations with the government. The government was involved in the procedures and the drawing out of sabotaging of my life every day. My life was sabotaged every day, as you can see. If I'm walking about here and if I'm going anywhere, there's stalkers right where I am. My life is affected every day because of these people. It is a global organized experience. That is against that's against my human rights. These people don't have any right to do what they're doing. They don't have any right to follow me and stalk me and throw hate and make up false crimes and, do everything they do. They have lists of things that they do, and they rotate it and they do it. They spend rotation on chanting death and paying hitmen. They get paid to kill and hate and destroy people. That's not okay. It's illegal. It's criminal abuse. It's against human rights. They're criminal offenses. Plus, on top of all of the other offenses that have been done, fraud and theft and abuse of technology, abuse of power, abuse of information and medical records, abuse of birth records. I mean, there's so many abuses that are going on. Now, whether the top church and state are paying these secret societies to do whatever it is they do, they falsify documents, they falsify signatures. It's a crime. It's a crime syndicate. All of these people everything that they do is criminal. They have never had any of my permissions, obviously. I would have never done any type of insurance forms with any of these people. I've been on my own, estranged, and very happy in being divorced. There would be no reason for me to have any type of insurance or any financial work discussion with any of these people. My intention from 8 years ago and every day has been intention to get away from these people and to get away from my ex, because of obsessive, relentless, 24/7 suffocating abuse. Covert. It's all covert. And they pay people in the systems. They pay people in the communities. They pay so that they're being deflected from their crimes. So that the officials in the cities, there are some of them, they're showing me there's 2, possibly even more. They're in the peripheral. There's 2 of the police people that have been involved in the cult activity, the sex swinger group. And because there's various peoples in the systems that have been a part of the the discreet swinger sex club, discreet swinger sex thing, and how they share their life force back and forth and how they share their fluids back and forth, I'm offering to everybody that it would be advantageous for everybody to get tested. Because many of these people are carrying entities, they're carrying attachments, they're carrying demons, they're not clean people, and they're transferring whatever energies that they've been working with. And I'm just saying that the energies are not clean.
So any of those people that are in such groups and covens, it would be highly advantageous for you to get tested right away. And what do you expect when you're doing such things and you're not caring about your body and your life force? Again, we've talked about that. Go back to my videos. Your life force is the most sacred experience that you have to create life. So if you are abusing it, and if you don't care about it, and if you're moving about life in a disrespectful, dishonoring way, you will manifest its equal outcome. You will manifest STDs or STIs, and you will manifest the demons that will eat you from the inside out, because that is your intention on using and misabusing your divine light force. Your life force is your kundalini. Your life force is all that you are in the sexual experience of sacredness. It's supposed to be a sacred communion of building relationship. It's meant to be a sacred act of love and care and sharing. But because everybody is so disconnected, because everybody is so wounded, these lower vibrational dark cults and these lower vibrational black web experiences, they trade it as a business. They trade the sex life force just as they do organs, just as they do hair and blood, and just as they do life and false marriages, and however many times I was transferred and sold. Who knows? Who knows what the going rate is to take me out today? Who knows? All of these things can be found on the black web and following the IP addresses of every single one of these people that sign on and follow the money. Who is directing these people to continually target me? Who is doing it? There are top people, as YouTube, I show it every time I upload. 300 of my videos get pilfered every time I upload. Where is it going? Who is getting the money for me not to be seen? There is a direct plan that these people have had for me never to be seen, because they are duplicating my work. They are pretending to be me. They're falsifying everything that they can so that they can make money on the behalf of exploiting me. Coming up with ridiculous stories about POAs and coming up with ridiculous stories about how insane I am and all of these things, which is the very foundation of what a Masonic slow dagger experience is, where they choose their victim and they have studied them beforehand. They know exactly what their inheritance are. They've had low vibrational practitioners go in and search their Akash, low vibrational practitioners that do dark magic and dark work, and then they start putting together a scheme of deconstruction. And there's a lot of people involved. 45 to 135 people have been involved, and they've been at every level of the social systems. And Spirit is showing me there are 2 police in the Calgary Police Departments. I don't know what departments they're in. That's up to them to do their investigations, that have been involved and have absolutely turned a blind eye and shuffled paper around so that the criminals walk free, while the innocent are constantly being pressed on to be enforced, and to be, the group's intention is to look and investigate as much as possible and to see if there's any possible way that they could put me behind bars or flip one of their crimes onto me. That's why they do so much deflection and projection. That's why they do so much spell work, because they're doing everything they can to stay free and walk around, because they're running syndicated, global organized crime rings. RICO crimes, selling names back and forth, false marriages that people don't even know they're in marriages. This is what these people do. They sell their children to false marriages. They sell their wives, and the wives don't even know. And the wives are constantly stalked and they're moved, and they're sent these people that are just standing before them, and then you have no idea that it's a person you've been sold to. And meanwhile, they're doing rituals and things behind the door because they're wanting to harvest off of your energy. They're wanting to get a part of your work. They're wanting to get a part of your ideas. And they slowly start to deconstruct you, and they siphon and they harvest everything that you are. It's called elite soul harvesting. They're paid by the elites. They're studied and they're stalked. They're studied and they're looked at, and we're treated like lab rats. And we are sold to the highest bidder. We're sold to do this and we're sold to do that. They want to take us out. All of these ridiculous little things. It's all a big human hunting game for these minions, dark-ass minions that go with the Epstein programs of deconstruction, MK Ultra, testing us. It's a big game to them. It's a big game to them to see how much they can abuse us and then exploit us on the black web and then get paid more money. There's outstanding debts right now, and this is why they want me dead. There's outstanding debts right now that people in these little cults and trading monies back and forth, there's outstanding monies that people have to pay. They're commissioned. These are the channels right from source, because we're tired of being abused. We're tired of the officials doing absolutely nothing when they've been told years ago that these things were going on, and I was laughed at. I actually talked to a police person on the phone and they laughed at me. And they said they couldn't do anything off of a hunch. And I said, these aren't hunches. These are the things that I can see, hear, and I can sense. Energy is everything. And so far, my predictions are 100. And so how many people have to die? How many families have to be deconstructed? How many things actually have to happen before you have more and more people in the system, more and more people of their white-collar crimes that are getting involved because they want to get involved and they want to have a few thousand payback here and there. So I'm saying to you one more time, we can draw it out for you as many times as you like. Are you willing to sell your soul and to ruin your family and to ruin everything that you have so far worked for, and to be so proud in your uniform and to be so proud in the bars that you wear on your chest and the titles that you have on your door? Are you really, truly sure that you really want that to be thrown away because you're going to get paid a couple thousand here and there to make sure that a piece of paper doesn't make it to where it should make it? Or to make sure that there's a falsified signature that really shouldn't be on there because it's not the true signature, but you're letting these criminals get away with it anyways, because you know who they're connected with. Maybe a 33-degree Mason that is what? That is ranked what? What are they ranked? What are they ranked to God? Again, there's no connection to source. You have no idea about source. There's no connection to spirit. You have no idea about spirit. You have no idea about the heavens. You have no idea about being multiversal. You have no idea about universal laws. You have no idea about universal and human right laws. And yet you're the ones that are supposed to be upholding the oaths of the criminal justice system, to making sure those communities are safe. That's bullshit. Communities are not safe. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that right now. Your community is not safe on any level. Your community is being run by a cesspool of very low vibrational, very warped and very degraded, mentally disturbed people. And they're getting away with it. And you know they are. Because you don't want them doing magic on you. Well, I'll tell you right now, they're already doing magic on you. They're already doing magic on you. Why do you think you're sitting in fear? And I'm telling you right now, if one divine feminine against 135 people and the systems of the government and the systems of the MK Ultra and the systems of all of these horrible, horrible, inhumane things that have been done to me, and if I have walked around and I have still sustained myself, even though there's people in the little Audis stalking me every day, and there's people in my ex's little cult and coven that are putting new scams and new plots together, and they're trying to figure out where I do my banking, they're going into the back end of the technology, and they're going to the back end of my email. They do everything possible because these people are very good at what they do, and they're paid to do it. Against all of these people being paid millions to take me out, any people that are sitting in the community, I know thyself, and I am ranked with God, and I move mountains. None of these people will ever, 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 in a billion fucking evers, ever be more powerful than God, and God's rewriting it right now. And as we say, who are you loyal to? You cannot play both sides. God will meet you equal measure. My intention is the corruption is done on this planet. This is my garden now. And those weeds will be pulled. The black web will be pulled. Every corrupt leader on this planet that chooses to use people in games of guns, war, and holding back food and holding back their rights and holding back what they are just due, you better bet that you will be brought down. You will not play your people by starving them out. You will not play your people by threats of false news and nuclear wars. You will not do such, and you will not put chemtrails in the air that ruin the air and ruin the water, our only commodity for life. You're not good leaders. So therefore, thus then, dear leaders of the planet, if you choose to build bridges with us to the eternal life and to the higher fifth dimensional realm, then you are welcome to tap on and you're welcome to tune in. And it is unity consciousness, which means no more Epstein agendas, no more chemtrails, no more nuclear guns and wars going back and forth. And you will stand for that, which is the heavens equal measure, has nothing to do with religion. The heavens equal measure, that if you choose to eradicate crime, if you choose to eradicate trafficking and raping of children, if you choose to eradicate the enslavement of children at the ages of 4 and 5 and 2 and 3, because wounded asshole adults choose to get their dicks in their sexual debaucheries off rather than getting healed, there are so many things that we could be doing to get these people healed, as opposed to hurting more children. The core wounds are not being dealt with. The core issues of humanity's problems are not being dealt with. The only way to deal with these issues is higher light vibrational wisdoms. And where is that? Suppressed. Where are the people that actually know what we're doing? Suppressed. YouTube is still being paid by 3 companies to keep me silenced, and my videos are still being pilfered by the hundreds every time I upload. The evidence is blatant. Who is doing the investigations? What is being done on my human rights? What's being done? Everybody will be sued. I will sue the city, I will sue the banks, I will sue the policing, I will sue the courts. And it will be seen, and everybody that has touched any piece of paper with my name on it, as we've said before in my videos, any piece of paper with my name on it that has not been validated and verified by me, I've signed nothing but my divorce in the past 8 years. Therefore, thus then, O people behind the scenes and in your little hidden dark things, I have signed absolutely nothing. I have given no permissions. I've given no authority. Nobody has ever taken authority or permissions. I had even a discussion. I don't work for anybody. I don't have a boss. And yet everybody has exploited me and used me and raped me for everything that they could get. There has been no discussion. And how okay is this? This is pure enslavement. It is human rights abuse on every level. And you all know who I am. All of you know who I am. Everybody that's abusing me, you know who I am. You are doing this with intentional egregiousness. Therefore, thus then, that's culpability, and we will see you in criminal court. The gavel hath fallen, God already is winning. It didn't have to get like this. All of these things could have been dealt with discreetly. But you all chose to press and press and press because you all thought I was stupid. There's no way I would have survived. Well, here I am, and I'm telling everybody today, everybody across this world, around this world, if you choose a life of peace and harmony and great health, and if your health and your abundance of spiritual honor and spiritual awareness and spiritual fullness and spiritual fulfillment, and knowing that you have a place with the heavens that is all spirit, that is all loving God, has nothing to do with religion. If you choose that loving space to know that yes, good things can happen and miracles can happen and the breath of God is within you, and eternal life where you never, ever, 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 ever have to die to be lifted by God, you can do this in your body, and it's called ascension. If you choose eternal life, all it takes is you doing the daily inner work to integrate all of your soul fragments, your divine feminine, your masculine woundings, and your issues, and make peace with your shadow. And come forward every day when you see abuse, talk about it, and keep talking about it until it gets dealt with. Be a part of the positive, powerful change. Don't let the old systems keep doing what they're doing, and the warped Masons and the warped secret societies keep running the cities. It's corrupt. It's corrupt, and it's going nowhere but more corruption and more Epstein taking out. So let the corrupt be taken out every shift, every ascension shift. There's more and more people that are just leaving because they cannot have the higher vibration to even stay at a base minimum. And those that will stay on earth will be the ones that will keep transferring, and they'll keep doing the work, and they'll keep integrating light, and they'll keep asking for light, and they'll keep being a part of spirit. They'll keep being a part of these new earth ways where we're building bridges for healing. We're building bridges that everybody have water. We're building bridges that every child is fed, and there ain't no world leader that's going to hold food back from their people. How dare you? How dare any world leader hold food back from their people as they're bombing cities with women and children in little schools? And you're saying that you're a world leader. You come and sit with me, world leader. I want you to come and sit with me, and I will read your soul with Anubis. And then you tell me how righteous you are in your beliefs. My goodness, world leaders. There is a reason why God has chosen those that will be making their way through. And God will lift those that are meant to be leaders. God has chosen us. God sees everything that goes on behind closed doors, and you can have any syndicate of crime. There can be billions on your crime syndicate, and you can have billions in that pocket, and you can have billions that are resourcing people to come and hate every day. I've had 130 people chant hate on me every day. Here I am. And I'll be made the next day, and I'll be made new, and I'll come back. And I'm just going to keep reincarnating. I'm just going to keep reincarnating. It's going to be just like that, just like that, just like that. And God's going to keep making me over new. And maybe one day you'll get up and say, maybe hate's not all about it. Because you can hate all you want. It's not going to change your wounding. It's not going to change who you are. You're still on the way to hell. You're still going to go to Epstein Earth. What is that changing for you? Just that you're expressing hate. Okay, now what? Now that you're expressing hate and more crimes, okay, now what? Now you're wasting money, expressing more hate, expressing more crimes. You're getting more people involved. Now what? You just got more karma, more karma, more karma, more karma. You're still going to Epstein Earth. Okay, now what? Your body's diseased. Okay, now what? You're still low and low vibrational, low intelligence. Now what? How about you get some light? How about you heal? It's an option. We keep giving you, you're banging your head on the wall, you're banging your head on the wall, you're banging your head on the wall, and then guess what? God is going to win this criminal court case. And I'm the eyes and the ears and the voice of it. Make no mistake about it. There's legions by the bajillions. And what is that? That's billions plus trillions. The bajillions. The bajillions. The bajillions in spirit and the legions and the ancestors and Gaia herself. We'll make sure that the paperwork, the people, the whistleblowers, every piece of information that needs to come forward, and we're making new laws as we speak. We are making new laws for dark, covert abuse, that those people that are affected will get the aid and the support and the protection that they need, because we are the leaders. We are the ones standing up for the people that have already passed on, that have already died, that have already been sacrificed for no will at all, just because somebody wants to get out of their crime. And these people are mentally disturbed. So you're allowing these people, warped people that have not been seen by a psychiatric assessment, and if they have, they're hiding it. And if they have, they probably fabricated it and dumped it on their victims to say, oh, this person is psychologically not well. They need a POA. We're going to take over all their money, which is exactly what's been done to me how many times? Not one person has come forward to verify anything. And this is the community systems. How many millions have been taken to try and take me out? Over 2 million right now. You're telling me out of $2 million that have been spent, not one person in the community thought to step up and say, hey, this isn't okay? There's paperwork going back and forth, and it's all false. Everything that has been said has been absolutely false and fabricated and tampered with. And it began with the government. It began with the elites. So you tell me, dear lighted ones, you're leaders of the country. You're the ones that were placing our children in your hands. It's judgment time right now, and there is judgment, judgment, judgment unfolding every day. Your government programs and your agendas will not work if your intentions are malice towards the people and holding food back and holding the rights back and holding medicines back and holding the truth back and holding cures back. If these are your intentions for your selfish agendas and your selfish movement of your private affiliate companies that do what? They move your product. And what's your product? Every affiliate company of every person in office right now should be investigated. Period. And that goes for the technology billionaires. All of their affiliate companies need to be investigated. What is your product? And who does it support? Does it support the healing of humanity and the uplifting and ambassadorialship of the nature and the lands and the people? It's quite simple. Can you answer those 3 questions, yes or no? And what are your resources going towards such? This is day 1 of your class of world leadership. What are your answers, world leaders? How much of your day is spent building bridges and looking at the people in your communities and being with the people in your communities and helping heal the people in your communities? There's no part of your day in the communities. We will tell you that right now, except when you're just ready to run your election and thereafter. A couple days before, a couple days after, that's it. The people don't see you. People don't even know you. You don't know them. There's no connection and there's no alignment. There's no relationship. And what does that mean? That means that there is no heavenly measure. You will not be supported in any measure. You're not aligned. That's how we know there is alignment. Is there alignment in what you do every day? Is there alignment to the heavens and the greater good in the sacred trinity, of the greater good of all? Are you aligning with universal laws? Are you aligning with the balance of the planet? No, there's no balance on this planet whatsoever. There's no divine feminine, because there's skewed beliefs and there's skewed misunderstandings and there's skewed misjudgment from church and state about divine feminine. And when divine feminine finally stands in her power and she heals all those wounds of subjugation and suppression that are 5,000 years deep, there's all these misnotions of, oh, they're using their intuitiveness and using their intuitive. Well, what are these people doing behind the doors of all these Mason groups and these secret society groups and all these little witch groups when they're doing black magic and voodoo with their little voodoo dolls? Aren't you the demons in this story? I'm fully integrated. I don't use any of my gifts against anybody. I am unblemished. My career as a light worker, as a healer, as a leader is unblemished. I am with the masters. And God will lift me as a leader because I know when and how and why to use my gifts and my skills. And I use them for the greater good, not for my selfish agendas and not to move somebody out of the way. That's God's job. God sees exactly what goes on. And if somebody is doing egregious acts and somebody is not sitting down and somebody is not making it right when they've been told to make it right 8 billion times, I have earned my place. I have earned the monies that were meant to be mine. I have earned my name. I have earned the records. I have earned every place for me to be here and speak. Nobody on this planet, there is not one person on this planet in this galaxy that has 1 ounce of right to say, I am not meant to be here, and I will not stand and say what I'm going to say. And I will call out the crimes, and I will call out those that are doing the crimes. Perhaps you stop being criminals, and perhaps you start building bridges. Because isn't that why you're in your role as a community leader, HR people, human resource people that have taken human resource classes and certificates? And then anybody has the audacity to call me crazy when I'm calling you out on your crimes. It's called narcissistic sociopathy. Because you're not accountable for what you are doing and the harm you are doing, the damage you're doing, the suffering you're doing, the pain you're doing, the loss you're doing, the causes of all that is egregious. And these are criminal, egregious acts. I'm calling you out. You will not move forward in any way. Your agendas will be blocked. Your projects will be blocked. Your trafficking will be blocked. And day by day, by day by day, your karma will hit. Because we have said, we are going forward with ascension. The heavens and the legions will make it seen and make it known that they are supporting everything that is peace and light and unity consciousness of the Father's divine plan. And if your agendas do not align with such, then you will simply just be moved. And you are the one that are choosing it. You're choosing it. You cannot be on the new earth. You cannot be on the new earth infinity if all you are doing is trafficking and taking people out and paying millions to take an innocent light worker that has never hurt a single soul. I have never hurt a single soul. I move wormies to safety, and you're doing everything you can to take me out and kill me. And I'm asking you why? Because you want your egregious programs and you want your crimes to remain hidden, and you don't want people to know what you have done. And you want to keep doing your corrupt business and your criminal business. And then I say, then what? And then what? And then what? And then what? And then what? Extinction, diseased bodies, the land starts to go to hell, the world starts to go to hell, there is no light, your bodies will be diseased, you're going to get eaten the inside out by your demons, and no church is going to save you. No God is going to save you. No God's going to come to you at the last second and say, oh, well, you got me. I've got a prayer for me now because you know everything's going to shit. And your one prayer to God thinks you're going to get through the gates. You're not getting through the gates. You will be in the mud realm, and you will never leave the mud realm. You won't incarnate again. There's no other 3D planet. We're moving out of 3D to heal your wounds. Do you need to heal 51% of your karma? 51% of your karma is healing your divine feminine wounding, healing your divine masculine wounding, and coming into full integration of balance. And these are the light laws of the light body of the Merkaba. These are actual truths of ascension. You must become greater light to move into higher consciousness. And if you don't know any of these things and you don't care, stay off my channel, because you're coming on here and you're enforcing your way in my life. And this, again, is illegal and it's abuse. And every Interpol investigator should be absolutely taking down every IP address. This occurs every day. This occurs every day. Every day I'm stalked. Every day I'm hacked. Every day I'm attacked. Every day by covert abuse, by covert gangs, by covert chanting of death on my life. Why? Because I'm calling out the traffickers, because I'm calling out the RICO people, because I'm calling out what Spirit says to call out. There is light and there is dark. If you choose to remain in dark and not heal and not follow universal laws, we are in the universe. Universal laws are kicking in. Your ancestors will not support you. It is that simple. If you are doing practicing of magic and voodoo and dark occultism, and you're not following universal laws, and you're refusing to level up and grow up and expand, if you're refusing your soul's growth, if you're refusing your soul's evolution, you will not move forward, and you will move off in mud. Because that is the only way out. There is no blessing. There is no heaven in this experience. There's no heaven here. What do you think you're going to get? You're going to get all the death that you've intended. You're going to get all the mud that you've intended. You're going to get all the maliciousness you've intended. You've intended it. You've had programs and schemes and plots of it. So what do you expect? What do you expect? Are you lifting the people? Are you building bridges? Are you saying that we've got some new healing modalities? We're gonna do some new light practices now. We're gonna learn about light now. How about we learn about light now, and how about we do something great for our bodies? How about we learn about light and see if we can get some new projects going with research about light? Let's do some light research projects where we can learn about the consciousness. There's lots of research going on about the power of our consciousness, and yet nobody's talking about it. It's the only way we're gonna ascend is light projects and consciousness, not brain chips. Brain chips will not advance us. Consciousness advances us because it's the direct alignment to our higher self. It's the direct alignment to Source Creator, the Source Creator of all galaxies and universes. It's far more higher in intelligence than church and state. Church and state is 3D. It's time to change. Stay in church and state all you want and start slowly adding light. You may get to the ascension path. Do whatever you like. We're not here to tell you what to do. We are saying that these are universal rules and laws of quantumness. God is all life, and life is all God. We're here to build unity consciousness, and building unity consciousness is not taking out the one divine feminine that God has chosen to speak on behalf of the peoples, to speak on behalf of the abused, to speak on behalf of the abused land, to speak on behalf of the things that don't have a voice because I do, I am. And nobody has a right to say who I am and who I'm not. Who are you? You don't have any right. You're not God. You're in a belief, you're in your consciousness, you're in your state of awareness. So go be there. And if, again, you don't like my channel, go. This is a free will channel. I'm here to uplift those that want to be uplifted. I'm here to uplift those that want a great leader. I'm here to uplift those that want to see the healings and the cures being made to the people and being available to the people. There are ways that we can do this. There is so much money on this planet. Abundance is infinite with the Holy Source Creator. Infinite abundance, infinite abundance, infinite. Who's got the infinite abundance? We can learn how to do it. We can learn how to manifest with it. We can learn how to churn and alchemize what is dense. We don't have to stay in these lower vibrational beliefs where we're giving our power away to other people that don't care about us. Those people in the cult and covens did everything in their power to kill me. And they smiled to my face and they said that they're asking me questions to pretend that they support me. They sent fake clients to my classes. They'll do whatever they can to get in, start harvesting and siphoning your light. And then when they can get you alone, they might put some poisoning in your drinks or poisoning in your food, and they might harvest an organ. They might get you in some compromising video so they can blackmail you later and bribe you later. These things are very systematic, and they know what they're doing. And they'll do anything they can to lure you in their little web of mess. And this is why I have stayed detached. I have been devoted in detaching myself from these people. I have nothing to do with these people. My divorce was dealt with through my lawyer. It took 6 years for a divorce. And the documents in that divorce were fabricated and they were perjured on the financial side of it. Go do your investigation. I was 100% truth, which is what I was told I should be. When I'm signing those legal papers, 100% truth. Were the other parties involved truthful? No. And I called the lawyer out on it. Does anybody care? No. I was told they're not investigators. Okay, so your client just perjured their signature. You don't care about that? So I'm calling you out and I'm supposedly the dumb one. Okay, so keep sending your cult people at me. Keep sending your cult people and we'll just see how many more transmutations of your hate and your sacrificing and all your little voodoos and all your little rituals and all your black web hitmen. Let's just see how many I can transmute. God's going to keep lifting me. How much do you need to know? How many towers do you need? How many hitmen do you need? How many millions do you need to have this ring true? This is New Earth. I will be however God shall be, and I will walk however I shall walk, and God will be the only one, and I, in union, that will ever take my body from this planet. And nobody will touch me. Nobody will swap my gifts. Nobody will take my gifts. Nobody coming online because it's free will to do so and throw their hate around that's going to change who I am. I'm going to be more and more me. I'm going to be more and more authentic. I'm going to be more and more absolutely 100% shown in the bread, the breath, the blood of God. Source Creator, the one, the great. And I'm not going to stop speaking truth. Because I am truth, I triggered that which is not. That's my role here, people. Get used to it. Anubis walks with me. We have great wisdoms to share with all creation if you so wish. Shutting us up isn't going to do anything. It's just going to take you to Epstein Earth really quick. Because the ancestors aren't going to deal with it anymore. Ancestors are ticked. The ancestors have done so much work to advance all of you. And they're here to support you in your evolution of who you are as a soul, so that you tap into your celestial gifts, you tap into your gifts and skills, and you do it benevolently, not to harm people. Where does it say in any universal or human law that you can use your black magic, you can use your energy and your gifts and your skills of being psychic, and we're gonna weaponize you, you're gonna harm people. So if somebody ticks you off or you feel threatened, you're gonna go kill them. Are you kidding me? This is what's going on in the streets and in these secret societies every day. And they're being paid. These people are being paid. And what has it become? It's become a black market in the black web. Because anybody that challenges trafficking, anybody that challenges the gun wars, anybody that challenges the cures that are absolutely there, that need to get to the people that aren't getting to the people, and even the food aren't getting to the people. And you tell me, these are leaders. You will never ever see, and you will never ever receive a gate that will offer you into the heavens. I am that gate, and you will not pass. There will be no ticket offered. And killing me and taking me out and silencing me, you're getting more and more and more karma, and you will sit in the mud realm, and you will never incarnate a body because there is no light to incarnate a body. You have not learned any consciousness of your soul's lessons. Do unto others the very basic common human law, and it's not being practiced by anybody. If I went decades and decades of being abused and cursed and hexed, where fabrications of my birth information, fabrications of everything about money, fabrications of a Truman Show happening and everybody getting paid and I'm being exploited left, right, and center, and crimes going back and forth up to 50, and everybody's involved in it, everybody's getting paid, and I'm sitting homeless. And you tell me there's not corruption going on there. And it started at the very top, because the very top are the ones that knew I was ultra human. They were the ones that designed me. And the heavens had to go in and fix all the DNA crap that was going on that was done out of alignment. The Celestials fixed me. Because humanity's just not elegant at it, and that's fine. But you didn't have a right to do it anyways. And me coming forward in my truth is karma for all those people that did the illegal programs of NK Ultra and Project Stargate and all the other people that were affected that didn't make it, didn't survive, didn't have the voice. I have the voice, I survived. I'm going to speak. Trafficking ain't okay. It ain't something that any leader should be involved with on any level in any way. Not peripherally, not in the ground. They should not be involved other than building a bridge to get these children out and stop trafficking 100. Black web will be pulled. Are the leaders saying it? Are the leaders healing the people? Are the leaders healing the people, yes or no? What money is going towards healing these people that are coming out of trafficking? What monies are going towards the cult in Calgary? Most of them are mentally deranged. What monies are going there to heal these people instead of having them continually attack me every day, come up with more lies, come up with more monies that are going from the people's money to go and start going through the mess. There's more and more mess that these people are creating. So the people's money is going back to more of the mess because they're telling more lies, they're creating more crime, they're trying to get out of their karma, and they're making more and more mess. It's a cesspool of mess because that's what darkness does. It just gets you lost in mess because that's the devil. It's not pure and simple, it's not clear, it's not clear cut, it's not heavenly aligned. That's what I teach. I see through the mess and I pierce it and I say that's wrong things that are going on there. You want to keep doing the wrong things. It's your people's money. It's the government's money. It's the judicial system going haywire back and forth. There's magic going on everywhere. And now you've got people that are in policing and all systems everybody in the systems are getting involved in the mess and they're all involved in it. They all got paid. So there's a lot of people that are going to be fired in a lot of important positions. And didn't I say that 6 years ago? We could have saved 6 years of time, 6 years of death, 6 years of families being destroyed, 6 years of monies going back and forth, 6 years of the people's money being wasted. But I'm the dumb one. I'm the one that doesn't know anything, and I've got a little black car following me everywhere. Why? Why? What are you following me for? What do you want to ask me? How about you come and talk to me in person? Show me all those pieces of paper with my name on it, and I'll tell you how much I've been involved in it. Nothing. I haven't seen one penny. I haven't had one discussion. I've signed nothing but my divorce. And who has bothered in any of this planet that I have done so much unconditional care and grid work and light work every day? I pray for hours and hours and hours of my light work every day. I give my light to this planet every day. Hours and hours and hours and hours of work to this planet every day. Every day without fail. I give, I transmute the darkness, I transmute systems that are failing, I transmute and I write down pages and pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of work for the fixing and the resolve. And it's directly from the heavens. It's not lip service. It's directly from the heavens. This is how we can resolve this issue. This is how we can resolve this issue. This is how we can resolve this issue. Quantum mechanics are very easy. It's either dark, it's either light, or it's neutral. And you got to neutralize it so you can alchemize the energy. So it's not going to come down you in a big dark tower. Because when the energy is not alchemized, it comes down in a big dark tower, and everybody is accountable. If you're not going to alchemize, if you're not going to make right, if you're not going to bring truth, you're not going to alchemize the energy, therefore then you're going to sit in your darkness. I'm just giving you the facts. These are energetic facts, and I get impaled and attacked daily for it. How is that okay? You should be lifting me up and protecting me. These are the basic truths. If you do not alchemize your deeds, your thoughts, or your energy, you will manifest tower after tower after tower after tower. It's your vibration. It's your vibration. Go to any channeler out there right now. They will say the same thing. Go to Daryl Anka's channel. He's got thousands of videos. Your vibration is where you sit. Go to Daniel Scranton's. Go to Michaela Sheldon's. These are the world's top channelers. They say the same thing I'm saying. Why am I attacked? Because I'm the Messiah. And you don't want to come out of your church and your state. And so the Holy Father offers you this right now. And the Holy Mother is bathing you with her nourishing milk of love and light, because you are still children of the Creator. Can you not sit wherever you sit and open your hearts and know that every day that you carry hate around is every day that you are not being loved and giving love? And isn't that why you started your church and your pulpit and your government and your fancy suit in your fancy office? So that you can bring something to your people that have never been brought before. Isn't that why you are where you are? And I'm hoping most of you say yes. Because somewhere inside of you, I will trigger the core reason and give you a remembrance of why you chose your services and your careers of service. I hope to inspire all of you. Put down the guns, put down the black magic. I am here to inspire you to remember why you chose your roles of service. And get yourself healed with your suppressions of your sexuality and the suppressions of your ideologies and the suppressions of your dogmatic and church and state beliefs. Because those are your issues, I'm not. I was never your issue. I am showing you the way to heal. I am showing you the way to build bridges. I am showing you the way to remember why you chose a career of service. The Mother and the Father open hearts to you on all levels. It is unconditional. But you will not be allowed to move forward in bigoted and abhorrent behavior in the cruelly killing and hunting humans that are innocent. And you will not illegally criminalize them, weaponize them, and blame them for crimes that the criminals have done. This will never occur. And those people that have tried to do such to me, they will sit in their equal measure. That is justice. They chose not to make right. If you choose to bring truth to your authorities, if you choose to be a whistleblower, then have it be of pure unconditional truth and have your discussion with Mother, Father, God first, so that you can know the intention through which you walk. Because it is only through your intention of the purity of your heart for you to alchemize the deeds that you have done. And only then, and it will only be between your soul and God, through which you will see the scales perhaps rebalance. And that is only between you and God. Anubis walks with me, and Anubis will show me the scales, and I will speak it, because I am the eyes and the ears of Source Creator, whence I am shown. And from whence I have come, I shall always return. And that is why whence, that is the only whence in which my body will leave from this space, will be thy Father, and thy choice of my own godliness. I've earned it. And I don't place my ranking on any. I place it when it's unfair and unjust for the people. When I've had to fight years and years and years and years and years for my basic human rights that have not been met on one drop. And you tell me this is a just place. These are judgment days, dear lighted ones. There's no going back. You must face what you have done and seen and recorded for yourself of your deeds of your soul. Do you care about your soul's evolution? They're very quick and simple answers, yes or no. Do you choose to be of eternal life where you choose to have whatever body that you choose. And when you're in 5D, you can choose whatever body that you so care about, and it will be done by thought and care and love, because you've been taught and you've been trained how to work with your light body. You've been taught and trained how to work with your guides. You've been taught and trained how to work with the balancing universal laws, because it matters how you play. Because everything you are and everything you do pulsates to the all. It affects the all. That's quantum allness. That's a quantum truth. Go look it up. All that you do affects everybody. Therefore, thus then, how is it okay that secret societies and masons and little witches and little warlocks that think they're all high and mighty and overriding God, whether you believe in God or not, universal law is universal law. God is all life. God is the fabric of all life. God is the fabric of all laws. God is. It's not a church and state. It's not a man sitting in the heavens. God is. God is all life. God is all laws. Therefore, thus then, would it make sense for anybody to take out innocent children because you want to have more time here to do more crimes and touch on more children? You want to take their light and you want to cloak yourself and your crimes in their light because you don't want to be seen as the criminal that you are? Well, how about you heal those wounds, and how about you actually get healed this timeline? Because you being a sociopathic narcissistic and never being accountable for your deeds will never get you anything except eternal mud, because you cannot fool the heavens, you cannot fool the quantum laws, you cannot fool God. God is within you. God sees everything that you do, and you've just refused to connect with God. There's no alignment, there's no connection, there's no relationship. Therefore, thus then, the scales are, I speak. And I'm not going to be made to feel bad. I'm not going to run away. I'm not going to decrease. I'm not going to reduce. I'm not going to bow. This is who I am. I've earned it for many lifetimes. I'm going to speak as I speak. I'm here to make greatness for the lands. I'm here to put light in the lands. I'm here to put light in the people. I'm here to say we've got great hope and great power. Each and every one of us. Reclaim your power, reclaim your voice. Let's get on with light. You got great hope that we're coming to, the inventiveness to heal all wounds, the inventiveness to get rid of our garbage and the fumes that are coming off the planet that are bad for all of the ozone layer. And we're going to understand our sun and our moon, and we're going to understand the planets. We're going to understand the planetary movements. We're going to understand quantum energy. The children will be taught quantum energy right from day one, and they're going to know their chakras, and they're going to know what they come with, and they're going to know what planet they're from. They're going to know every planet they've ever been to. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with unity consciousness at a multiversal level? Isn't that genius? I'm a genius, dear lighted ones. I'm not playing small. I'm from many, many planets. I've got a ton of great DNA, and that's my design. That's my gift from God. God has this for each and every one of you. How is that so bad? How is it so bad to know that you're a multiversal being, that you have intelligence? As soon as you heal it, you're going to gain that wisdom. You're going to pull that wisdom, and you're going to start working with that wisdom in your everyday life. This is why I work with my wisdom everyday life, because I integrate whatever comes forward. I take it on. I say, yeah, let's do that. Let's work with it. That's healing your soul. That's called soul integration. You're a soul-infused being now. Now you're not just a human having a lot of wounding. No, you're actually going to learn from your lessons, and you're going to come forward and you're going to say, wow, I healed about 2 or 3 timelines in that 7-year process. And in those 3 timelines that I've healed all these soul fragments. And look at me. I'm a great soul being. Look at me. I've got all that wisdom. I've got all the gifts and the talents. My psychic gifts are on point. I'm a medium. I'm healing the people. I'm out there with the people. I'm offering my services to the people. I feel like I'm one with the people, because that's what really matters. That's your soul fulfillment. That's all that matters when you pass over. When every human passes over, they're asked the same 3 questions. All that the soul cares about, was I soul fulfilled? Was I living my highest and best life? Was I making an impact and a difference to others? Did the love of me affect the love of others? That's what matters. Not however many videos you get watched, only if you're being suppressed because your wisdoms are actually needed in the world. And everybody sees that quite blatantly. But the church and state seem to get away with it, and nobody's asking questions, and nobody's being charged here. Well, isn't that strange? But an innocent divine feminine healer that prays 90% of her day, she gets stalked and she gets pressed on so much by the people in the background that I can feel, because I'm an empath. I feel it all. And I have to sit transmuting energy all day long because of the people impaling hate on me, because they just want me to go away so they can do more crime. Because they were living real high and mighty and really high and wonderful, using my money and my inheritance and all the monies that were going through their crime ring. And what about the people that are actually here for the greater good, that will have future generations actually come back? Do you not want a future generation? Do you not want your children to come back again? Do you not want to come back again? You're not going to come back again if all you are is dark. You won't. There's no more 3D timelines. This is it. You can't come back. You're not intelligent enough in your light body to be 5D. You don't have the consciousness for it. You cannot take on my gifts. The destiny swaps are superfluous. It's moot. You're not getting the quantum equations here, people. That's why you have to ask. Those in the cults and covens that all they do is live on black magic and voodoo, many of them are not well mentally. And you're having these mentally dangerous, imbalanced people in the communities still fighting for their rights to remain free to do criminal things because they haven't learned their lessons, they're not healing. Where is the light wisdoms and the healings for the communities? Shouldn't that be a first and top priority? Getting the light wisdom and healing to every community so that the secret societies and cults are no longer a thing that anybody needs to go to because they're smart enough never to get lured and pull the black web and the weed that it is, the cancer of our humanity. Or do you just choose to keep having humanity get trafficked and trafficked out and get more and more sick and more cancerous? And hiding the children so that they can be used and abused and sold for slaves and sex and organs. And point blank, that's what's happening. And you all know it. And if the leaders are not withholding food, if the leaders are not withholding water, if the leaders are not withholding the highest light wisdoms for their people to learn and grow and reclaim their power and to get into higher vibrational alignment for health and wellness and abundance for all, for them to align with their highest gifts and skills, why would a leader not want that for their people? I want my people to have the highest vibrational gifts and skills and talents of who they are as a source creator being, divine feminine, divine masculine, fully integrated and fully balanced, because when they're balanced, they're not diseased and ill. Because when they're high in light consciousness, they will never have a disease that will ever attach to them. They won't. And the testing and the sabotaging that has been done in my life over decades, even if you're throwing black magic at me right now, I will heal within minutes and within moments, and the heavens will come and they will heal me and they will recode me and they will reprogram me. And I'm going to be made brand new. And all of these years with the diseases and the things and all the little tests that were done back and forth to see how much I could get over and how much I could take. I'm here, aren't I? And I'm teaching the collective, those that so desire, because it is free will. Those that so desire to move into New Earth Star, of the highest light consciousness, of the highest creative light templates, so that you can be your highest creative being that you have earned over many lifetimes, over many dimensions, throughout the galaxy, throughout the multiverse, and all the aspects that you have ever been, divine feminine, divine masculine, celestial and alien, whatever you have been in that 51% of karma. I can help you integrate it. I can help you heal who you are. I can help you heal your childhood traumas. And you can manifest a life, and you can manifest a vocation, and you can manifest success and abundance. Isn't that what you want? Or would you rather stay in your debauchery and be eaten alive inside out with your disease and your mental corruption, your emotional corruption, and your disconnect from all that is sacred life, while the animals are being abused, while the children are being sold and trafficked, and the divine feminine are nowhere to be seen? And you tell me if that's balance. Tell me if it is balance on this planet for a divine feminine to be attacked over years, for her program and her platforms to be silenced for years and years at a time. And YouTube will have to owe me every day that my channel has sat at zero growth. And I've shown blatantly that my videos are being pilfered and nobody cares. And I am of the divine royal family that has been brought for the benevolence of light intelligence and light teaching and healing for the collective. And choose not to care and choose not to believe, it doesn't matter. We will move forward with ascension. We will move forward with light healings. We will move forward with our own individual, unique, authentic, and genuine plans of our own soul's blueprints. And those that choose to activate your soul's blueprint, you can book a session with me. And it will be face-to-face so people can see that I am the only one that gives these sessions. And every day that I come onto my videos, I empower and I absolutely promote those that I constantly talk about because they are aligned and they are of the world's best. And the readers that I promote, they are aligned. And most of these readers, just like myself, are making under poverty. Why is that? And you tell me we're balanced on our planet. There's not any balance at all. And this should be the first thing that every leader, when they walk in their office, how may I create greater balance and how may I remember why I chose a role of service? Because I did take an oath and it matters how I play. Wouldn't you want your leaders to say these words of coded vibration for your greater good, so that when they are making very important decisions of billions and billions of dollars, and as they sign their name on their desk, that those oaths actually matter? The judges and the police at every level and the banks, you will not manipulate the people any further. The banking systems, you will not manipulate the people any further. And just because we changed our transition economy to a Bitcoin, it doesn't mean that you're going to still maintain control and domination and you're going to manipulate the people through that. You're not. Corruption is done. Corruption is done. And any agenda that chooses to go forward with such, you will meet failure. You will meet it being blocked because you are not following universal law. And you will be shifted off to Epstein Earth, where you can all practice and play in your darkness. And you will see at every point of the game, if there is no light, there will never be life. And these are basic truths. And you all know it. If there is no light, there will be no life. And tell me why light wisdoms are not being offered to the collective. Thus then, here is my channeled note from Commander Ashtar this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, delighted ones. Thank you, delighted ones. So open up your spine, delighted ones. The pillar of light. Your chakras are rolling around and spiraling around. We've got goosebumps already, so we're activating our fields. And when you say it with your voice, remember, we've been teaching you and offering you unconditional teaching and healing. And those that would like a session with me, those that would like to donate, I would very much appreciate it, because as I've told you many times before, my finances are all messed up because of all of these corrupt things that have been going on, enforcing in poverty and enforcing me to be dead and enforcing me to be not here, to be enforcing me to never have anything being given to me. And these people like little wolves and like little vampires are trying to block off anything that ever comes to me so that they hope that I die and move off the planet. So anybody that would like to make a donation, that would be really great. I would really love that. Otherwise, you can book a session and appointment with me for collaboration and for working with me. I would love that. My email for PayPal is always in my description box. Did you want me to say anything else, Commander Ashtar? Holy Mother, Father, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They just say, we just want you to know you're doing a great job in motivating the people to see that there are always new ways and higher vibrational ways to create new systems of love and light on your planet, which shouldn't have been the intention to begin with. Shouldn't the systems of everything that you create in your everyday, when you're going to your offices and you're going to wherever it is that you work, shouldn't a vibrational intention should be that you create light and love every day? Because again, when you pass over in your spirit, and the first thing that your spirit and your soul gather with your guides and with Source Creator is your soul fulfillment questions. Who are you and how important was your soul's evolution? Why we ask you that every time we come on. We need to activate you at a deeper soul level. Superficiality will never allow you soul fulfillment. It will allow you in the lower vibrational karmic realms of going around in circles and karmic people with karmic relationships and karmic behaviors and karmic patterns because you're not healing the wounds. The psyche needs to be healed. It's showing you and telling you every day. Your triggers are showing you there is a psyche wounding there. Heal it. Get healed. Do daily ascension pathwork to heal and to bring forward and activate your gifts, your skills, your talents as a multiverse being, because you are in the universe. The universal laws will be ever more daily important. We're shifting our way from lower vibrational 3D up to a universal experience because we're moving into 5D time and space. For those that so desire, and if they don't desire, they're going to be already moved off my channel. I'm speaking to those that so desire eternal life. I'm speaking to those that so desire, and you might want to say it out loud. Because again, your cells are listening. Your body is listening. Your organs are listening. Your field of light is listening. Your Merkaba is listening. As a divine being of the Mother and the Father and holy creation, I am a part of creation. As a creational being, I'm speaking to my cells. I'm speaking to my body. I'm speaking to my light. My intention is to be a part of the highest vibrational expansion that the Divine Mother and Father can offer me through my soul. I choose to be a loving commander of my own body. I choose to be a loving commander of my own voice. I choose to be a loving commander of my own spirit, and I am my own commander. I will give my power to none. Reclaim your power, reclaim your light, reclaim your voice. Therefore, thus then, nobody has say over your chakras, nobody has say over your life, nobody has say about what you're going to receive, what you're not going to receive, nobody has say about insurances or inheritances that are meant to come to you because you've organized it, you've signed it, you've dealt with it. It's you, it's you, it's you. Nobody has a say over the design of your life. Nobody. no secret agenda, no controlling program, no weaponizing program, no MK Ultra program. And again, we ask all of those, please go to bed tonight. If you are a part of any of these programs or you have been, we are imploring you to truly think about the seriousness of continuing down the dark path that you will not have an incarnation back in, because you have not earned it, you have not made right, and you have not redeemed your soul, or do you care? There is no universal law, there is no human law that says intentionally taking someone out and destroying their life is a thing that will give you the redemption of your soul. There just isn't. There's nothing nowhere that says that. There is nothing that says sacrificing innocent children, sacrificing women, marrying women off 2 and 3 times to underground cults and covens, sending hitmen after them however many times, systematically abusing their finances, systematically squishing them out, systematically isolating them, systematically degrading their mental and their spiritual and their emotional abilities, so that you put so much pressure on them by so many people that they either take themselves out with suicide, or they want to take themselves out because they just can't take it anymore. Because one divine feminine that was not supported by the heavens, there's no way she would have survived. And that's why I'm the only one surviving. Because I am aligned. I work with my light work. I am the alliance with light. And Mother, Father, God says that I shall be lifted and I shall help others that choose to be a part of 5D Earth, because they have their birthright. They have universal law backing them. If they choose to be healthy, if they choose to build bridges of love and peace and harmony, they will have the support. And their chakras will be free of hate. If you choose to hate, go hate on your own. You're not going to be allowed to continually impale and hunt and take out and impale with enforcement. It has been a Hunger Game enforcement. You're all seeing it. Every time I have to clear my throat, there's people throwing negative, hateful energy at my chakras. There's dark magic going on with my chakras. I show it to you. This has been going on for years, for decades, to have me never wake up, to have me never speak, to have me never align with Mother, Father, God, so that I cannot be here today telling each and every one of you, you can be disease-free if you so choose. You can be aligned with the heavens if you so choose. You can meet your celestial families if you so choose. We are moving into 5D light if you so choose. You can be just as abundant, doing whatever you please, doing your highest vocational light, creative arts, creative healing, creative exploration. You can be whatever it is you so wish, and you will never have to have your word given to any. That's 5D. Full commandmentship over your body. Full commandmentship over your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. And when you do pass over into whatever next body you choose, because you're going to design it, you're going to choose it with Mother, Father, God. And you will absolutely say, that was the best fucking life I've ever had. Look at me. Look at all the challenges that I went. Look at all the challenges I overcame. Look at the self-love I gave myself. Look at the power I'm standing in. My chakras were aligned. I paid attention to my light body. I paid attention to me as spirit. I paid attention to everybody else's spirit. Everybody is God. Man, I had a great life. I made so much impact on this planet. They're going to be writing books about me down the road. Isn't that what it's about, to give service, to leave a legacy? Or is all that you want is to be a big player in the trafficking rings? You all have a myriad of hours to think about these very important questions, so that you can wake up tomorrow and say, I want to build bridges. I want to be a part of light. I don't want to be in that part where all I do is wake up in mud and more mud and more mud and more mud. So you got money, and what? Then what? You have a bunch of money and mud. Okay, and then what? There's no love, there's no light, there's no reincarnation, there's no body, there's no nothing. You'll be diseased in mud. Go look up, do your own research, people. I'm saying these things very point blank. Go do your research. Do your research. Do your research on water molecules when there's been nothing but hate. Go look at those water molecules. They are black, they are warped, and there is no crystalline design in it whatsoever. Look at a crystalline water molecule, which is all that we are. We are Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness works through our water body. And some of the people with these egregious programs know that, and then they go and degrade the water. They'll do anything to weaponize you and to take you out and control you. So again, I say, and these are the leaders, this is what elite money is going towards, so that you want to weaponize people. Okay, and then where will you be? It doesn't matter what you do or where you are and what you're going to do. Any passing over of your body, you will go right back to hell. You will go right back to hell. You'll go right back to hell. And it's not a burning, fiery place. It's mud. You will not earn another body if you do not respect this body or others' bodies. Right use of free will and non-interference. You will not earn another lifetime with another body. These are the soul progression laws. These are karmic laws. If you're not aligning with your higher self on what you should do throughout your day, throwing magic at people, interfering with them, doing death spells on them, doing death rituals on them, doing ugly spells on them, doing breaking bone spells, doing breaking their car spells, doing having their house blow up on them, any of these things, if you think you're gaining anything but moving to hell and a diseased body, and if you think any of this is just a fun game to you, you're passing this dark energy and dark karma onto your children, and they will go to the mud realm as well. You have to earn your light. You have to earn your consciousness, and I'm showing you how. And I have been suppressed by church and state because church and state doesn't want you to know how. So then I ask you once again, then what? We're going around in the same circles, dear lighted ones, and until we all wake up and get it or not, these are the laws. When you pass over, you will only care about your soul's fulfillment. Did you love as fully as you could? Did you impact and influence at a soul level by being fully soul infused, by using your spiritual gifts, your talents, and your skills for the greater good and expansion of all life? Did you? Are you? And if not, why not? That's all that matters. I am that I am. And I am so, so blessed, and I am so grateful the mother and the father believe in me to be such a great leader and to work with me every night in the highest realms of the mastery, so that they're practicing with me every night to be a great leader. And they put me through initiations and assimilations that I will only be initiated through Mother Father. There's no cult or coven that will ever initiate me. I'm initiated through the heavens only, period. I don't want to join any cult or covens. So don't be sensitive about it. It's nothing about anything on earth. I'm a master leader at a humanitarian, at a planetary level, at a multidimensional galactic level. That's where I choose to be initiated. And I will bring whatever teachings and whatever information, whatever codes I am bringing forward in the highest of my excitements. And I get to walk freely. I get to walk protected. I get to move about so that I can heal as many people as possible that choose within their pure heart, their pure sacred heart. If they want to feel the breath of God, then they will feel the breath of God. Then have them feel it. Stay in your lane. If you're forcing us to be through your satanic rituals, we have our right to have the breath of God. Or is the intention to have everybody on the planet become satanic and become detached from spirit altogether and just pray to deities to be powerful and take people out through sacrifice? Power, 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 power. That's a lot of wounding. You're all in ego. You have no idea what spirit is. You're not infused. There's no intelligence. And that's okay. Stay where you stay. Practice what you practice. Stay out of people's way. Non-interference. If you can practice that, practice whatever you want. Stay out of people's way. But no, 150 people enforced their way into my life since the day I was born, since before I was born. And everybody has had their hands in my life. I have not known an ounce of my life without God showing me. That's the only way I know about my life is through God. Everybody else has had their hands in my life with no permissions, with no signatures, with no authority, with no approvals. And I'm constantly being told every day, because they want to deflect from their crimes, they want to deflect from their mental instabilities, they want to deflect from all the things that have been done to me and the monies that have been stolen, and there's nothing left. So they call me crazy, and they want power of attorneys because they want the rest of my money that hasn't even come to me yet. And they want to bring me down as fast as possible, because how dare a Messiah be a divine feminine? Isn't that what our children need? Don't our children need to see balance on the planet? Don't our children need to see that there's higher vibrational ways, because these children are being stunted in 3D systems? We're not serving our children, they are light. We're not serving our children, they're being trafficked. We're not serving our children, they don't feel safe here. And so you tell me if you're being a good leader, and is this why you chose to be of service? I'm talking leadership to leadership. I'm in your office, I'm talking to leadership. Is this why you chose to be a leader and of service to your people? You took oaths. I want you to think about your affiliate businesses and where your money goes. And I want you to start refiltering it back to the people. Are your focuses on healing the people and increasing the intelligence of light wisdoms on the planet, yes or no? Do you care about the air and the water that will be our highest commodity? Yes or no? Do you care about the people dying every day because there's food and there's water being withheld from your people? Yes or no? Do you care about the number of children being trafficked in every city right now because of secret societies and cults and RICO crimes? Yes or no? There is elite Hunger Games going on right now, and every elite will get karma right now. You've been given enough warning. It's not rocket science, do unto others. And just because you have money doesn't mean you can hire mad scientists and my mad people and mad little minions and 50 and to 100 of them to make fake paperwork, to make fake POAs, to make fake medical papers. If there is any medical paper with my name on it that anybody has been given in the last 8 years, there is fabrication and it's falsified and there's been no permissions on my behalf. If these are in court, there is no permissions on any level and they're falsified. I've given no permissions. I've signed nothing. Nobody should have one piece of information that I have not given authority to. That is the human law. And all you are scrambling right now, isn't there? Can you show me a number, Spirit? There's 187 pieces of paper with my name on it that are fabricated. Files, forms, documents. I haven't had anything to do with 187 pieces of paper right now that are in the systems. How's that? How did that get missed? How is that a thing? More and more timelines are going to be severed. That's right, from Source Creator. So here's the channel for today. I got to get going. Gotta get going. So open up your spine, have your chakras roll. We're going to get some codes. We're going to give some codes. So we're creating the connection and relationship. Everything is about your alignment with Source Creator. Alignment with Source Creator through the pillar of light that runs along your spine, and feel light bathing, crystalline light bathing through the pillar, crystalline light bathing through your chakras, crystalline light bathing through the aura field, bathing through your cells, through your skin, through your organs, and speak out loud. Your cells are listening. My cells are made new every day by breath. My cells are made new every day by breath. You don't want your cells replicating what they were before, diseased and tired and dark and not moving. You want your cells to renew at the higher oscillating light rate. My cells are oscillating in my Metatronic light. My cells are oscillating in Mother, Father, God. My cells are oscillating in pure joy and love. My cells are oscillating, I get to command it. My cells are oscillating, I command my light ship now. My light ship is my light ship, my vessel. I am light, it's my commandment ship. Nobody will touch my chakras. Ain't nobody gonna close my chakras. They're under my commandment ship. That, my friends, is power. Power isn't taking a gun and going doing damage and harm to somebody your karma and your soul will never get out of. No, power is reclaiming your power and working with light. That's power, my friends, because you can transmute any density. And you can say, I am clear knowing. There's no confusion. There's no devil mess where everybody and their dog is getting pulled in because of black magic and all these lies, and nobody knows where the lies even started. There's so many people in this mess in Calgary. There's so much mess. So much mess. It's going to take years to figure out the mess. And all they keep doing is just saying, no, I didn't do it. They keep denying and throwing more lies and throwing more of their victims into their mess. It's just a mess. It's a mess. Why? Because it's all devil. It's the devil. The devil is confusion. The devil is darkness. The devil is mess. I pierce it. I'm very clear. I see exactly what's going on, and I've been telling you what's going on. I see energy. I pierce it, and I say it. I say what I see, I say what I feel, I say what I feel. I sense it, I know it. So why can't I say it? I'm showing all. You are a spirit. If you sense it, if you feel it, if you know it, say it. You're clearing your chakras. You're saying, this is what I know to be true. You don't have to believe it. I'm not asking anybody to believe me. I don't care. I'm saying there's dirty crap going on. How about we clear up the crap? There's a better way. My message has been the same. Go back to my very first video. We are divine beings of holy light. If we work with our light, we don't have to experience disease. If we work with our light, we can all be abundant in doing what we want to do most. I want to inspire people to know God and to know the multiverse. I want to know and be the first one to have absolute say. I've built a great legacy and I've helped a lot of people and I've saved a lot of people because I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm doing it because I love doing it. And that's my passion, that's authenticity, and that's genuine. And ain't nothing going to touch my light, ain't nothing going to touch my vibration, because I will be known throughout the multiverse of my vibration, and I'm going to be supported by the trillionfold. There's numbers higher than trillion, and it's more than that. That's how I'm supported, dear lighted ones. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you think about me. I love who I am. And I'm here for those that want to know, that want to be, that want to expand, that want to love themselves and feel the love of God. So those people that come on to hate and those people that come on to hopefully throw me off course because you want to throw so much hate at me and you tell me I look old and ugly, you're just projecting your hate. That says more about you than it does me. I like who I am. Again, I don't care what you think about me. I'm here to be purely me. Period. That's it. What you think about me doesn't matter. You should be thinking more about what you think about you. Because that's self-love and that shows you're not aligned. Go within and heal, delighted ones. Healing humanity is the highest priority right now because it activates your light. It activates your remembrance. I hope that you remember when you go away today. Please ask yourself throughout the day, why is it that I came forward to play the role that I'm playing right now? Why did I choose to be of service? Why did I choose at a soul level to be in a leadership role where I can have the biggest impact? And what are you having the biggest impact on? Healing the people or gun wars? Healing the people or drug trafficking? Healing the people or human trafficking? Every leader should have today, what monies are you putting towards healing the people as you're pulling them out of trafficking? Because you've stated with clear knowing, the heavens will meet you equal measure, and you're stating to the people, we will pull trafficking because there will be no other children that will go missing because of these dirty deeds that can be healed. And if you state that as a leader, the monies will show its way to that healing. And the children will know that you have their back and they will never be sold. And they will feel safe again. Only leaders can do this. The people in the community, you can do this. Will you stand up and say something? Will you fulfill your soul's mission, yes or no? Say it because your cells are listening. Your intention of your voice of spirit, yes or no? My voice is as I am. As my name is, I am. And I was breathed this way, I was designed this way by the divine holy creator through my DNA, through all that is light, through all that I say and all that my speech is. Yod hey vod hey, I am that I am. I am the perfect design of Mother, Father, God. And every day I love every day. I am blessed every day. I'm grateful for every day. I choose to be in unity consciousness, everyone, because everything outside of me is the holographic experience of who I am with Source Creator. The I am, the individuated self against the I am of the all self. And every day I choose to just open up and allow and grow. And isn't that a good thing? You're impacting creation just when you say those things and you live those things. You surrender to the day and trust that God's got your back. And get in touch with your higher self every day. There's simple things that you can do every day to be a high vibrational person. And can you? Will you? And if not, why not? I'm going to keep triggering all of you to go within. If not, why not? What's so wrong with remembering that you're source? What is so wrong with remembering you want a soul's fulfillment? What is so wrong with remembering you want to bring as much love to this planet as possible because you chose to be a leader in a time that is like no other? There will be no other time on humanity's timelines like this. We will be achieving, we will be transcending, we will be creating what has never ever been done before, ever. And that is exciting. And there will be children in temples learning about what we have transcended. There will be children in temples learning about what we have done and transcended such darkness and programs of corruption and programs of domination and fear and control. These things have never been done before, dear lighted ones. And I'm going to step forward and I will be the first one and I'm going to create the highest momentum of this 5D earth. Because we are all stars and we are all divine and we are all sacred and we are all meant to be exactly who we're meant to be. Stop judging people and get out of people's way. The woke community is woke. And so what? Why judge it? Because you want to stay in your old beliefs of separation and discrimination and judging people. At some point, you're going to wake up too, and then you'll be woke. And then what? We are meant to be divine beings, dear lighted ones, of the highest levels of consciousness that you choose to go, and God will give you that freedom. Get in the elevator, push the button as high as you can go, and you will. That's equal measure. That's God's promise to you. God's promise to you is me standing right here, right now. And I will say what needs to be said, and I hope that I offer a little bit of insight that you go away today and you remember why you chose to be of service. Was it your pocketbooks? Was it your money? Was it your bankroll? Because you will never get your gates into heaven in those ways. You didn't earn it. Your light's not there. You will end up in the mud realm. You have to transmute your own darkness. You have to redeem your own soul. And you have to care enough about yourself to redeem your own soul. And only that conversation is between you and God and your higher self. No leader, no spiritualist, no warlock, no warped mason is going to do that for you. Period. It won't. You will be blocked. And your agendas will be blocked, and your health will be blocked, as we have said before. This is judgment time. You get to choose your earth. So set your intentions, dear lighted ones, because we're moving on and the wave is moving. Here's Commander Astraz. I got to go. Commander Astraz said, we are being, oh, let me put on my glasses. We are being very brazen with our help and assistance with all of you in each of these new earth alignments and assignments. The constructs are already underway. Actually, they said the constructs are already well underway. The visions of your new earth and the inner workings and what you are able to bring to this new earth multiversal table will be such that has never been done before. There has been no human that has stepped forward in such a way of galactic and universal unity and co-creation, in which you can bring the highest levels of consciousness and teachings and inventiveness of the highest light capacities that have never been on a planetary experience with these types of numbers and world service and world experiences. Like we're really transcending anything that we've ever done before. This is so exciting. It'll be the first time that humanity has chosen with pure heart and pure intention and pure goodwill, not like was done in the 50s. We're going to choose to build beautiful bridges with our celestials and with all that we are in our higher aspects, because they're all higher aspects of us, right? And we're going to choose to build greater co-creative bridges because it's all us, and we're building that gateway for the unity consciousness and first landings that will help rewrite all of our human systems so that every human has the equal opportunity for medicine and equal opportunity to be healed and equal opportunity to your celestial gifts, skills, and talents. So the species, and so for your introductions as a unified species, because we're unifying our species. That's what unity consciousness is all about. It's doing is being that unified light within yourself, your relationship and your alignment with you, your relationship and your communion with you, and your connection with you and source, you and source, you and source, you and source. That's how you become genuine and authentic. And your confidence is just practicing being genuine and authentic. That's what I wanted to get through today. Is confidence is really being practiced and being genuine and authentic. You can be confident in throwing a ball and being really fast at throwing a ball because you practice it 300 times a day. Like when I played my sports, I would practice and I would do whatever I would do 300 times a day because that would build my confidence to know when I got on the field, I can do whatever I needed to do and I would be very good at it. Because I practiced it. I was practicing in the perfection, if you will. But when it comes to energy and when it comes to the new earth alignment, it comes to activating your cells. You want your cells activated in the highest light. You have to tell your cells and entrain your cells. My cells are getting ready to be entrained at a higher vibrational oscillation of light. So I'm telling my cells, I'm giving my cells light right now. Therefore, my cells are no light. I'm higher now than I was before this phone call got started. Intend light into yourself. Intend living as light, speaking as light, being of light, and harmonizing as light. And therefore, then you're on this new trajectory, right? You're not living in broken old systems where you're diseased waiting for other people to heal you, right? No, we want to empower you. You are your greatest leader and healer. And I absolutely know that world leaders will step on board and they will start to become their importance of why they chose to take service roles. And some of them will come forward and want to be leaders of and with the people, because they will care about the healing of the people in the land, because they do want to come back in other incarnations. They do want to be a part of eternal life. There are some leaders that will absolutely take that path, and they will think about it overnight, and they will commune with their spirit guides, and they will get back on board about why they sit in their offices and why they do what they do, and how important is their role of being a profound, collective, countrywide influencer, which is what leaders are. You're influencers. How are you influencing? By sending people to send hate at my throat every day, hoping that I shut up and go away so that you can run your country however you want into the crap hole? Okay, and then what? Do whatever you were going to do, people. Do whatever you were going to do. God's going to stop you because God's the writer here, not you. And then what? I am here to offer you a door to not go to crap hole, to not go to Epstein mud earth. I'm offering you that door, and you're throwing hate at me. Because you know it challenges your money that you're not going to be making because you're not going to be corrupt. And you're going to have to live in truth because that's light. Aren't those good things? Isn't your soul going to be free when you absolutely ask those questions? Did I live a soul-infused life? Yeah, I was living a pretty dark life and I was messing with a lot of people's destinies. And I chose at the last second to get myself out because I want to have another lifetime. I want to give my children karma-free lifetimes. Aren't those good things? Or are we just paying lip service to the people because we want the people to believe what we say? Meanwhile, behind closed doors, we're all corrupt masons and we're all corrupt witches and warlocks. And yet they call me the demon. Well, aren't you the demon in the story? I don't do spell work. You do. I don't play with voodoo dolls. You do. I don't sacrifice people. You do. Aren't you the demon in this? It's accountability, dear lighted ones. Only you can redeem your soul. And the windows are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm just speaking it. So the new Earth star is protected, and it will continue to be protected in these new Earth movements. There is history in the making. These stages are in the birthing, blooming stage. So we're not only birthing, humanity, our new Earth star, but we're coming into a garden that's blooming. We're actually saying, no, we're going to start a new system. We're going to start a new system. We're just going to start. The seeds have been planted for many, many years. Light workers have been planting these seeds for many, many years. Now we want to start seeing these new systems, these new healing modalities, these new leaders come forward and start blooming and start being these beautiful flowers that we're meant to be, and start really getting busy, getting busy in the collective and having more integration with the children and being present with the children and giving them hope and promise that they are safe to be here. They are safe to incarnate here. We need the children. And we should, again, what has been done is just not okay. The collective of the children, the crystalline children, the hybrid children, the highest oscillating starseed children, I'm a starseed. I'm connected with the children's collective. The children do not feel safe here and they won't incarnate. And then I say, then what? All of these people in the satanic, dark occult, practicing voodooists, the people that are luring children to be weapons at a very early age, the horrible things that are going on in certain sectors of Africa and certain sectors of all these countries that think that war and control and power is true power. I can sit down with you and have as many conversations and it will go the same way because quantum law is quantum law and it will never change for you. It won't. The only way quantum law will change is if your consciousness is high enough that you are now becoming a part of science. And we will learn that and it will be researched and it will be proven. As our consciousness raises, we change and alter science. We change and alter the hypothesis and the outcome. But you're not there yet because all you want to do is put those people down that are speaking truth because you're being triggered to stand in it. And you haven't been. And therefore, thus then you will be moved. If you choose to stay and live in lies, you will be moved. It is that simple. If you choose to stay and live in lies and debauchery and degradation of other people's lives and interfere, whether you're a practitioner, a spellcaster, a warlock, or a mason, or a team leader, or a politician, it doesn't matter what your title is. If you so choose to continue in these dark, abusive, egregious ways of hunting down humans and targeting them and silencing them and giving them absolutely zero human rights for their entire 50-year life, if you choose to not bring them the truth of their birth information, if you have chosen to keep tampering and fabricating their lives, because it gets you out of your karma, you will always have karma. It goes nowhere and it stays with you. Your soul will always carry the karma. It doesn't go anywhere. You're the only one that can clear it. It will never go anywhere. You cannot dump it or swap it on anybody. You cannot give it to a child so the child walks with your karma. Your children will just sit in the mud with you because that's what you've chosen because you're not choosing to clear your karma. Your children have to go with you. You've given them that sentence. You have to understand soul progression, dear lighted ones. You've sentenced your entire lineage. And why your ancestors are not helping you. They're helping me. Why I'm so protected. So keep throwing your little magic. It ain't going to work. It's going to go right back on you. And then what? We're going to have the same conversation over and over again. Do the infinity on everything that you do and say. And then what? And then what? Do the infinity. Have a blank piece of paper on your desk in your house every day. Everything that you do, everything that you want to do and interfere with another, everything that you do because you're so wounded in envious and jealousy, and you're so wounded and you're so wounded. And any one of those wounds, draw it out. And then what? Where does that infinity go? Where does that infinity go? Where does that infinity go? It's a holographic reality, dear lighted ones. It's coming back fast. It's going to you. It's going to you. It's going to you. That's your karma. Those are called tower moments to make you sit down and think. Maybe there's another way. And if you choose to stay in it, fine, stay in it. But you don't have the right to take anybody with you. This is Commander Ashtar. There is history in the making right now as you're choosing to move forward in new Earth system ways and build bridges in unity and oneness and lift each other up in the good speeches. Lift each other up when you see that is genuine. Lift the speeches up that you see are authentic. Lift the speeches up of the same people that have come forward for 17 years in a row every day of their lives and given nothing but light and devotion for the greater good of the people. And they walk away with nothing and they're still homeless. Lift these people up. And if you won't, God will. If you see people being abused, do something because you're being tested on your character. Who are you? Are you going to be a leader or not? Because you're not a leader if you watch people be abused and you do nothing. You're not a leader if you watch people be abused and you've seen paperwork go back and forth and them trying to put crimes on an innocent healer that said from day one, I have no idea what's going on. I haven't seen a penny from anybody. I haven't signed anything but my divorce. I'm calling people out left, right, and center, and I'm the one that's being accused of these silly things. Are you kidding me? It's stupidly ridiculous. It's beyond mind-boggling, diabolical. And when the cords get pulled and everything is seen for what it is, and the number of crimes that have been done, and the number of evidences even there after they have tried to dispose and destroy the evidence, it will be a mountain of diabolical abuse in the most covert, systematic, painstakingly intentional, precise way that these people will destroy you and break you and hope that you become their domination toy. They don't care about your individuality. They don't care about your voice or your soul. They don't know anything about soul blueprints. They don't care. It's not intelligent. And you have a soul blueprint and you have a destiny within your DNA. Activated or not, it's not my care. I'm here to give the information, so that everybody walks forward with the highest information possible so that you can make the best choices possible. Because when information is hidden from you, whether it's your birth information or your name or your parents or where you come from, if it's hidden from you, you're living in lies. And some leaders hope that for you so that you keep making bad decisions. And is that a leader? Remember why you chose to be of service, dear lighted ones. These are judgment times. And it just is the way it is. This is a planetary ascension, and we are moving forward. This is from the Father. We are very brazen with our help and assistance in every new Earth alignment and Earth assignment. We are moving forward. This is history in the making. You will have vocational alignments and assignments with those, and you will be universally pulled to those through which you can join and collaborate with for these new systems and new ways within the Father's plan to build new systems of 5D Earth. Many positions of leadership and community and ambassadors of the lands will bring forward new inventiveness for the gathering and the collaborations of all in unity consciousness, and you will be assisted in every way by the legions of the heavens and all that is universal light. Welcome aboard. And in that, dear lighted ones, I will say goodbye. Goodbye. I love you. I love you. Go forth and sing today. We love you. We love you. I love you. I love you. May you all wake up and you realize that you're here for great reasons. Please heal your wounds, dear lighted ones. We love you so much. We'd like for you to come along for this ride. It's going to be so very fun. Okay, come along for this ride. Come along for this ride. Let's meet our celestials. Let's meet our celestials. Let's find new ways to heal cancer within a day. Why not? Doesn't that sound fun? Doesn't that sound like you want to be a part of that? Doesn't that sound like you want your name to be written in that legacy story that's going to be played out in plays and future movies and in crystals of these children on light ships that are going around the galaxy sharing these stories of how we've transcended such darkness? Isn't that what we want? The children lifting us up and saying, I love my throat chakra. It's my beautiful spirit of all times. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for loving me and bringing me a voice of love and light. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Wouldn't you want the children to go forward and sing your stories of true power, of true remembrance of what service is? Wouldn't you want the children to travel around the galaxy talking to other children about what we're doing here on Earth? And we're giving the light and the freedom and the liberation back to the children that have been stalked and targeted and lured into Epstein-like agendas and RICO crimes and trafficking? Aren't those stories that are successful stories to share? Or is the pocketbook more important? Because your soul will never ever celebrate things like that. I'm a truth teller and I will tell it to you. Your soul will never celebrate the children that you have trafficked. And it will sit on your soul until you choose to alchemize it. Your soul will never celebrate degrading, withholding, denying, suppressing, and subjugating a divine feminine healer that is a Messiah. And you have to wear that in your story. And I say goodbye, dear lighted ones. For those that would like to donate and book sessions, it's in my PayPal below. And I love you so very much. Namaste, dear lighted ones. I love you, I love you, I love you.